Hi YouTube, it's your girl Ash, and today, as you can tell by the title, I am back with another video. Today's video is a book called I Use Natural Lighting. So if it fluctuates, that's why, and it's getting dark, so I need to hurry this along. Up first is Shanghai Girls by Lisa C. This is a book about two Chinese sisters who grew up in the lap of luxury, and then one day their father tells them that he had to use all of the money that they own to pay back debts, and that he's selling them as Chinese brides to these men from America. And so this is their journey. Up next is Before You Sleep by Lynn Ullman. For, Forgive me if that's not how you pronounce it. This book follows a Norwegian family of strong, powerful women, and what attracted me to this book is the blurb, a beautifully rendered, keenly detailed, and sexually frank novel about motherhood and marriage, love and infidelity. This book is actually translated because Lynn herself is Norwegian, but I could not find the translator, and so I'm excited to get into this. Okay, up next is the first in a quartet, if I'm not mistaken. I'm really excited to get to it, and that is the Uglies by Scott Westerfield. This follows Tally, who's about to turn 16 years old, and in this society, when you turn 16, you have a choice to take a surgery that will change you from an ugly to a pretty, and Tally cannot wait. Her best friend has just been turned to a pretty 4 months ago, and they haven't been able to talk, only in secret sporadically in that 4 months. And so she's ready to take the surgery and become a pretty, because when you're a pretty, you live in the lap of luxury, and your only job is to spend the rest of your life partying. It's the uglies that do the grunt work and live poor, and you're not allowed to converse between uglies and pretties. And Tally meets this girl Shay, who really has no desire to become a pretty, so she is on the run, and Tally is given a choice: either find Shay and bring her back to be punished, or never to be allowed to be a pretty for the rest of her life. And so this book is about her choice. Like I said, there are four in this quartet. That's the uglies, the pretties, the specials, and the extras, and I can't wait to get to this book. I'm probably going to say that about every book in here. Next up is, I think they consider a classic. This book is actually very heavy. This is Winter's Tale by Mark Halperin. This book doesn't look all that big, but it's actually bigger than City of Heavenly Fire by like 20 pages. This follows Peter Lake, who is breaking into a mansion because he thinks no one's home. And when he gets inside, the daughter of the family is there, and a love affair begins. If you watched my 20 books to read in 2017, you'll know that I spoke briefly about wanting to read more classics, and I think this was considered a classic on Goodreads, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm really hoping to get to this sometime in the first half of this year. Up next is a book that I already read, and I will be having a review coming out. I want to say Friday. When it comes out, I will have it carded here, whichever way. And that is This Is Where I Leave You by Jonathan Topper. It's also a movie with Adam Driver and Tina Fey. This book talks about Judd Foxman, whose father has died, and this is going to be the first time in years that the Foxman clan has been in one house. Like I said, I will have a detailed review coming out on Friday where I'll speak more on what this book is about and my feelings. So catch that. Up next is a trilogy. And this is a trilogy, a little quick story. I wanted to read this trilogy last year, all of last year, and went to Barnes and Nobles all the time. It's completely sold out. Never had them. And I was finally able to get them January of this year. And that is the Shatter Me trilogy by Tahara Mafi. You have Shatter Me, Unravel Me, and Ignite Me. These covers are gorgeous. Okay, so I have read Shatter Me, and I gave it a 4 out of 5 on Goodreads. Loved it. I'm thinking about doing individual reviews on all 3 books, or a like compose compose is not the word, or making a video with the whole entire trilogy, just giving you my thoughts. So let me know down below which one you prefer. The Shatter Me trilogy follows Juliet, whose touch is lethal, and because of this, she has spent the last 3 years in an asylum until one day the reestablishment comes for her. They want to use Juliet as a weapon, and Juliet has rebelled against that all her life, against people thinking that she's a monster. So of course she doesn't want to be used as a weapon. And this is Juliet's fight for her freedom. And of course it wouldn't be a YA dystopian novel if it didn't have a love triangle. And I'm super excited because um, Tahara Mafi announced last year, if I'm not mistaken, that MTV had bought the rights to Shatter Me, and then it was supposed to be a TV show. And I am so excited to see how they go about making the beautiful words that Tahara has written into a TV show. So let me see if I can do the booktube thing. Some of these books are very heavy. I don't know, but okay, nope. Okay, so this is my book haul for January. If you like this book, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you feel inclined to do so, please subscribe and please share. It would be graciously appreciated. And as always, until we meet again.